Hey, my name is Sierra and I'm here today with JB's Power Center to talk to you guys today about the ins and outs of street legal drag racing. Have you wanted to start drag racing, but the thought of racing feels a little intimidating, or you think that drag racing is just a little bit out of your reach? Or maybe there's things you don't know about where to race, how accessible racing is, or even how to race. Friday night street legals are a fantastic starting point for anybody who wants to start racing, and in this short video, we're going to go over everything that you need to know to get your car on the track. Before we head out to the track, you will need a valid driver's license, a helmet that is DOT and/or SA certified, a car that is both registered and insured, and most importantly, we will need good weather on a race day. If we've got all four of those things, that's it. We're ready to head out to Castrol Raceway. Once you are through the main gates just off of Highway 19, you're going to drive all the way down to the very end where the pit gates are. They're going to make you sign a waiver and give you a tech card to fill out. Make sure you read the waiver in full and sign it. Also, make sure to hang on to your tech card because you're going to need that when you take your car to tech. Once you have signed the waiver and filled out the tech card, you have two options. The first option is you can take your car into the grassy area of the pits and you can get yourself ready for racing. Once you're in the pit area, you can do some fine tuning, like checking your tire pressure, changing the rear tires if you need to, just everything that you need to get yourself ready to race. If you choose not to take your car into the pits, then you can just drive right over to the tech inspection with your tech card. The tech inspection is required before we do any racing on the track. At tech, they're going to go over details of your car with you. So they're going to check things like your engine bay, making sure that there are no loose items. They're also going to look and make sure that all of your fluids are contained so that we have no leaks on the track. They're going to check over your tires and they'll make sure that they are in good condition and secure. They're going to check over your helmet, make sure it fits properly, and ensure that it is safe for you to go down the track. They're also going to check inside of your vehicle, just making sure that there are no loose items, and they're also going to check your seat belts, making sure that they are safe and secure. All of these things are for your own personal safety, and unfortunately, if you fail the tech inspection, you will not be allowed to race until things are corrected. Once you've passed tech, you can make your way up to the staging lanes and get yourself ready to race. Watch for the track staff as they're going to wave you up to your position under the tower. Once it is your turn, you will have the option to go through the water box and do a burnout. The car that we had here today was an all-wheel drive, so we avoided the burnout. Once the tires are warmed up, you're ready to race. Up at the line, there is both a pre-stage line and a staging line, and they're typically about 7 inches apart. To properly stage, you're going to slowly pull up to the pre-stage line. Once you've pre-staged, your bulbs will light up, letting you know that you have made it to the line. Once you have pre-staged, then you're ready to slowly pull up to the stage line. Once both yours and your competitor's stage bulbs are lit up, then the lights will start to count down to green. If you end up overstaging, it's no worries. Just back up a little bit and try again. As the lights count down, you'll ideally want to launch your car as soon as the last yellow bulb turns off. And now, hammer down on the throttle and get to the finish line as fast as you can. Once you've made it down the quarter mile past the finish line, start slowing down in the shutdown area. And should you notice any problems with your vehicle, or if something just doesn't feel right, pull over to the side of the track and wait inside your car for track staff to give you further instruction. Doing this will make cleanup a lot easier and it won't bring the race to a complete halt. There are 2 track exits. The first one is primarily used for most cars, but if you feel like you can't slow down safely to make it to the first exit, feel free to drive up and take the second one. It is common courtesy at any racetrack to let the inside lane exit the racetrack first. At Castrol Raceway, this ends up being our left lane. If you're in the right lane, just yield for a moment and wait until the first competitor is off the track safely. Down the return road, there is a speed limit of 10 kilometers an hour. We ask that you do respect this just because of how many spectators are in and around Castrol Raceway. Once you get down to the end of the return road, you'll find yourself at the ET booth where you will get your time slip. Here we will go over the details and exactly how to read your time slip. There's going to be 2 columns. One will be for the right lane and one will be for the left lane. You'll be able to see which one is you by checking to see which lane has your car number. The first column is going to be used for a dial-in. and that's only used for bracket racing, so we won't worry about that one here. The second row is going to be your reaction time. This explains exactly how long it took you to leave the line from when the light turned green. The next 3 lines are going to describe how long it took you to get to the 60-foot mark, to the 3:30 mark, and also to the 8th mile mark. After the 8th mile ET, you will see that there is an 8th mile per hour, and that will tell you exactly how fast you are going once you hit the 8th mile mark. After that, there is also a 1,000-foot ET. At Castrol Raceway, the 1,000-foot mile per hour will always be left blank. We will have your quarter mile per hour, as well as your quarter mile ET, and this is your finishing time. And finally, it will show you your finishing margin. This will just describe exactly how much you won or lost the race by. At the bottom, one of the columns, either the right or the left lane, will say winner. Once you've gotten and read your time slip, you can return to the pits and cool off and relax for a little while, or you can make your way right back into the staging lanes and race again. And that's all you need to know. You're now ready to go out and try some street legal drag racing for yourself. Remember to always be safe, but have fun. Thanks for watching our short video, and we'll see you on Friday night at the track.